Hi everybody, welcome back to Kate's Space. I have a quick flip through, I hope it's going to be quick, of these 3 tag books. I've been working on these for ages. I don't know why they take so long. I don't know if it's sometimes when you make one thing and you really love it and then you may try and emulate it again. Sometimes it doesn't flow. But anyway, I've made 3 more. One's been up on my Instagram, so let's have a look at that one first. It's this kind of prayer card, religious theme one. Quite different from anything I've done before, but I fell in love with the prayer card images, digital from Ruby and Pearl. So it's just tied with this little scrappy bit of sari silk. They are kind of scrappy, I don't want to say tatty, but kind of shabby little things. Now I haven't trimmed these strings on the side yet because I just want to make sure that those knots are correct and holding before I trim. So yeah, this is the front. It's got this lovely little tag here with the blue seam binding, and the back is the heavy watercolor cardstock. These ones are different to my others. I made the others out of watercolor cardstock as the bases. These ones are made out of these cool vintage index card things that I got on a second-hand sort of auction site, and I got a whole lot, and they're just lovely thick cardstock, so I used those. So the front of this one, they're all just collage bases. It's got this beautiful vintage wallpaper, some manuscript music which has been embossed, and then some very old music contents of a sheet music book. I've used this clip on the front, and that's holding both the front 2 tags on. This has got a little religious symbol on it from like a necklace that was like a rosary bead necklace, but it wasn't a genuine rosary beads, but I kept it. I love that necklace, but it broke, but I've got all the bits, and so I've kept that. And that's got a lovely image on a collage and lace tag, and again that's got the white watercolor cardstock. So the inside cover's got some embossed book page, a very old vintage check, which will be from, oh, that's from 1929, so nearly 100 years old, and that wallpaper's folded over. And this side that's folded in here, we've got I made a little pocket. Now, I tried the paper clips, but I just get really nervous. The rusty paper clips, I don't mind the rust marks that they leave, but they tend to scratch or catch on the old papers, so I've tried to avoid them as much as I can. So this one I made a little pocket with some really beautiful, well, I love it, old sort of eyelet-y trim. And this is, yeah, from that lovely antique shop that I always go to in Napier. And then this tag with another prayer card on it, sort of collage with some gauzy fabric and a bit of blue music, sheet music. And again, that's on the heavy watercolor. And again, more collaging. So this is 1800s ledger, some very old book page, but it said the Madonna and Child here. It's like a book about art and paintings, but I thought that was appropriate, and some more of that music and a stamp there. So it opens right out just like the other ones, and inside we have this tag, again similar style, using the prayer card lace and sort of some layers. And on this back of this one, I've got the Tim Holtz cut out onto some French book page. And behind here on the base again is the ledger. There we go, 1863, which is embossed, and some old book page from the Weeds of New Zealand book that I use quite a lot. Now that was tucked into that little pin, but just a little bit because I don't want it to get scratched. On the inside back cover is another tag, a little bit of a bigger one, with a little bit of fabric, vintage blue and some lace, and it's got on based onto some blue cardstock, and that's quite a plain back to that one. So some very old Reckoner, and that's actually a digital. Yep, we looked at that. We've looked at that. Okay. Oh, whoops, this way and this way. Sorry, I'll try and speed it up. There we go. And then on the back we have this tag. So, we've got 2 tags on the back. That's right, I made more tags than I needed. So this is the back of the book with some texture paste stenciling, some very old book from the early 1900s, and then some old music paper. And then this is the original tag that was going to go on the back, and it's got this little, on the back of the tag, it's got this, sorry, prayer card, and this is the front of the tag. I think that's been up on my Instagram with the lovely mother of pearl buttons and that cluster, and yeah, so that one sort of goes on there. But then I'd also made this one, so I'm going to include this one as well. Again, the gold around the lovely prayer card and a little cluster here, and that's backed with some beautiful paper that is textured, and that's the cover of like a sheet music book. So yeah, so that's just tucked in there. So that's the first one. Now I have one lady who has asked me about making a tag book, so I'm waiting to hear from her as to which one she wants. There was someone else who contacted me, but I can't remember who it is. I can't find the message. So if it's you, if you're watching and it's you, please contact me. Otherwise these will be for sale. There's another person who has shown interest in this one, but Joan, my friend Joan, she gets first choice over which one she wants. Okay, so there's another blue sort of themed one. This has got a rusty clip here, different string holding them together. And this is held together with a bit of sort of blue chiffon ribbon. Collage little tag on the front with some of that beautiful wallpaper, some embossing and lace, and again on the watercolor paper. This one, actually the base of this one is the heavy watercolor paper, the 300 GSM. This is a copy of one of my beautiful music sheet music books, and it's just gorgeous. I love this color. A little vintage label which I've stamped on, and some old book page with some stenciling, some old vintage sellotape there. And then of course another tag on the inside here. This is a very old piece of, I don't know, it's like an insurance sort of receipt from the 1920s. Some old embossed vintage paper. And that's got some tea stained or coffee stained paper on the back. And on the inside is some more of that sort of, this one's from 1947, so this one, oh, this one's different. That's an invoice, and this is one of those insurance sort of receipt things. Some embossing and these little cherub images, which I've got quite a few of, and I like using those. They'll be gone soon. Okay, on the inside page is this little tag, or set of tags. Just a pretty plain collaged one on the base, and then on top is an embossed little, just embossed manuscript music, and then some beautiful old wallpaper that I have, and that's just beautiful manila card on the back. There's the other side of that with another little cherub, some old sellotape. This is very old music paper, and some old book page there. And we open this one out, and we've got another little tag on the inside. That's an image from My Dear Mother by together from Ruby and Pearl, and that's just collage. There's some Edith Holden book page, some embossed kind of tracing paper, a doily. That I think my sister dyed that with some berries, and then a little cluster of some fabrics, and again that's a manila tag. And here I've put some, I did go into my little Hoardsville box with my, and shared some of my very old laces. This has to be one of my favourites. Can you see that there, how beautiful that is? That is just stunning. Book page, stenciling, and again that's another piece there of that music paper. This is the central tag. I made this a while ago, and again stenciling, and the back here is a copy of one of my very old embroidery sort of patterns with the blue, and there's some very old book page on the back, and then again some more of this beautiful eyelet. It's different to the other one, but again it's very old. This is 1906 ledger, and some of the Weeds of New Zealand book there, and that's just, again, I've just tucked it under the edge of that paper clip, same sort of reason why. So that's that, and then if you turn it over, pull out the tag. I love the back of this one, so I used, as you can see, the inscription of a very old book, "To Dear Eva with love from Mother." I love that one, and then obviously it belonged to someone. Some stenciling on some beautiful cream sort of old paper, and then that stamp, and then this is the tag at the back of this one with this beautiful snippet and some little blingy things. I don't usually use blingy things, but I thought that was quite cute. This again is a copy of one of my beautiful music covers, which eventually I hope to scan and maybe be able to put in my Etsy store if I can get my head around getting the colours accurate. This is an image from Ruby and Pearl, and some more of that very old 1868 or 1860 something ledger with a bit of doily, and that's just slipped in there, trying not to catch it on the sharp bit of the paper clip. So that's that little one. And then we've got another one. This one's not blue, and this is similar to one that was in my Etsy shop last time I made these, because one I gave away and one I popped in my Etsy shop. Yeah, so this tag here with this lovely image of the roses, this beautiful old sort of netting lace, and again the blue music under there, and the embossing, and on the back of there is some of the old, that's vintage sort of music manuscript paper. The front of this one's quite plain with this. I just really love this image, so I've just left it like that. Could be added to. The great thing about these is you completely take them apart and do whatever you want with them, you know, change them or add them to a journal or turn them into journaling cards or whatever you want to do. That's the great sort of thing about it. This is another image from My Dear Mother. I love this image with the woman in the garden picking flowers, and that's from My Dear Mother too. On the back, just some space for journaling and this lovely rose. And again, that's on that beautiful music manuscript and a piece of old linen at the top. And there's the base. I fussy cut this out, and some Weed of New Zealand. And this is from a very old travel notebook I found from someone writing on their travel dates from the 40s, I think. This little tag, very simple image with the embossing. And that's on some cardstock with a little fussy cut rose there. Oh no, that's not cardstock, that's tea dyed paper. That's why there's that little pink mark, because I think when I was tea dyeing, a little bit of avocado dye got on there. And here's the base, another vintage 1946 sort of one of those typed insurance receipts, fussy cut rose, and the embossing there. This one's held in by a belly band with this some more lace from my Hoardsville box. That's a digital and that's some old book page. And here's the little tag. Again, a fussy cut, some embossing, and that's on a manila tag. The center tag, this gorgeous image, and again some more of that blue, and that's on some cardstock, and then that's some beautiful cream paper. That's the reverse side of a music book cover. And there's the inside, a beautiful image from one of my very old A Girl's Own magazine from the 1800s. Fussy cut rose, some old ledger. Love that. Just slip that in there so it doesn't catch on the sharp bit. A bit. Oh, I can't get that back in. I'll do that later. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're on to the back. So that's the back of the tag. That's an image, a digital image, and it's got a little bit of embossing there. I don't know if you can see it. It's that frame. And here's the front of the tag. Some more of the roses, some fabric and lace, some doily, and this beautiful image of the lady with the roses. And that's the back of the book. Some more of the white. I love the white document. That's French. It's a digital music paper. And again, the rose with a little ticket, vintage ticket there. So that's that one. I hope you like them. I hope that was clear, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can message me on Etsy, you can message me on Instagram, you can message me below here in the description box. So how am I going to do this? Well, I'll wait to hear from the ladies who contacted me last time I made these books, and if they can choose what they want. Anything that's left over will be up, will go up on my Etsy, and I'll just put that, I'll just say that's up on my Instagram. I'll say they're going up in Etsy if they get there. Okay, thanks so much. I hope you're all well. Haven't said that yet. I hope you're all well and happy and healthy. I'm going on a bit of a road trip soon, next week, Monday, and I'm going to be seeing my friend Lynn, who I met through Instagram, who's a wonderful crafty lady, and she's very, very keen on op shopping and collects beautiful things and has sent me some beautiful things. So we're going to catch up. I'm going to go and stay with her and hopefully get some crafting done, and then I'm going on up to see my mum, which will be good. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye.